Godavari, Krishna and Penna to ensure every cultivable acre receives adequate water. The Polavaram project, despite past setbacks, is progressing rapidly with 100% spillway and powerhouse excavation completed and the diaphragm wall nearing completion, targeting commissioning by December 2027. It will irrigate 7.2 lakh new acres, stabilize 23.50 lakh acres, and generate 960 megawatt of power. The Pola Subbaya Veligonda project, with key tunnel works underway, will supply water to drought-prone Prakasham, Nellore, and Kadapa districts by June 2027. The Polavaram Nallamala Sagar link is being actively pursued. As a lower riparian state, Andhra Pradesh uses only water that would otherwise reach the sea, ensuring no harm to the neighboring states. Phase 1 of Handri Niva is near completion, widening the main canal to 3024 cusecs to serve Rayalaseema and contributing to 106.54 lakh acres of irrigation potential. In June 2025, 216 TMC of flood water was diverted to reservoirs and tanks across Rayalaseema under the Chief Minister's guidance, achieving 91.23 storage in November 2025 and 926.50 TMC as of January 2026, adequate till May 2026. Groundwater improved to 6.54 meters below ground level, increasing total availability to 722 TMC, showing the success of integrated water management. The Andhra Pradesh micro irrigation project was revived, drip and sprinkler irrigation after 2019-24 with higher subsidies to boost water efficiency. We aim to maintain groundwater at 8 meters pre-monsoon and 3 meters post-monsoon. The Jal Jeevan Mission is being revamped to achieve universal rural tap connections by 2028 through sustainable surface water-based multi-village schemes. Scientific tank management now ensures tanks fill with surplus canal water ahead of cropping seasons. With water security as the foundation, we are building infrastructure that connects Andhra Pradesh to the nation and the world. Now, farmer agri-tech. A state truly prospers when its Annadata thrives. My government stands shoulder to shoulder with farmers, blending traditional wisdom with modern technology. Through Polam Pilustondi, Raitanna Me Kosam, we have reached almost every village to extend field level support. The Pancha Sutralu strategy focuses on water security, demand driven agriculture, agri-tech, food processing and government support. The Price Stabilization Fund released rupees 1175.81 crore for 9 different crops. Under Annadata Sukhi Bhava, rupees 20,000 per farmer per year is being provided, with rupees 6,309.44 crores already released to 46.86 lakh farmers. Paddy procurement saw 94% of payments made within 24 hours. Agriculture is going digital with digital farmer IDs, e-Panta surveys, Kisan drone banks, APA IMS 2.0 and 100% soil sampling for soil health cards. Andhra Pradesh, the fruit bowl of India, has 18.5 lakh hectares under horticulture, contributing rupees 1.52 lakh crore to GVA. Rayalaseema is being developed as the horticulture hub of India, promoting 22 high-value crops with a 15% annual growth target, while Araku coffee has become a global organic brand. In fisheries, the state contributes 30% of India's output, earning rupees 21,246 crores in marine exports, and is pioneering 4 open sea cage projects. In animal husbandry, AP ranks first in eggs, fourth in meat, and seventh in milk, with rupees 1,67,420 crore GVA. We have launched 1,962 mobile veterinary clinics and are building 30,313 Gokulams with hygienic cattle housing. In sericulture, AP ranks second in raw silk production, supporting 1,200 tribal farmers in Chintor with 90% subsidy under Mera Resham, Mera Abhiman. We are advancing traceable natural farming for global branding and premium pricing. Strengthening agriculture now goes hand in hand with building world-class logistics to take this bounty to global markets. Now, sixth, global best logistics and infrastructure. Roadways, railways, inland waterways, seaways, and airways, all being developed through an integrated plan for which we have rolled out AP Logistics Infrastructure Corporation, AP Link, focusing on efficient movement of cargo and comfortable travel for passengers. Between 2019 and 2024, road infrastructure had languished in neglect. After this government took charge, we made pothole-free roads a mission, delivering visible, lasting results across the state. We are rebuilding Amaravati with renewed vigor, having secured financial closures for key projects including the N5 and E3 roads and the Governor's Residence Complex. With 92.15% land pooling completed and the Aadhaar-based NSP portal launched, the trust of our farmers stands reaffirmed. Beyond the capital, we are shaping the Visakhapatnam economic region into $750-800 billion economic engine by 2047. The Visakhapatnam Metro, 46.23 kilometers, worth rupees 11,498 crores, and the Vijayawada Metro, 38.40 kilometers, rupees 10,118 crore, have been approved, while new greenfield expressways like Nagpur Vijayawada and Kharagpur Visakhapatnam Amaravati are fast-tracking regional integration. Rural connectivity is being transformed. The Panchayat Raj Engineering Department has taken up 97 roads and 33 bridges worth rupees 630 crore, while under PMGSY and RCPLWA, 356 roads and 88 bridges worth rupees 1,632 crore are linking remote tribal habitations. The AP Rural Road Strengthening Project is upgrading 4,007 kilometers of roads across 157 constituencies through 1,299 works worth rupees 2,123 crores. Modern mobility is also our focus. The Transport Department is upgrading services, and APSRTC has introduced 1,489 buses, including the State Liner Sleeper Series. Automated testing stations are being established in 18 districts alongside new driving training centers to enhance safety and skill development. On maritime and aviation fronts, Andhra is positioning itself as the East Coast hub for trade with the East and Southeast Asia. We are developing greenfield ports in Ramayapatnam, Machilipatnam, Moolapeta, and Kakinada Gateway, targeting one port every 50 kilometers along our 1053 kilometer coastline because to